Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and I'd like to welcome you back to another Whips, Bits and Chats. Right, so what have I got up for you today? Today, of course, we will be doing our video roundup. I will be having a little bit of a chat about the lives and whether you'd missed them or not. I will also be telling you all about this pattern that I have just here. This is this week's creation, or last week's. Yeah, last week's creation I'm showing you this week, and some other little bits and pieces that I'll think about and record as we go along. So first up, we have got video roundup. Now this week was a little bit on the skew-if side, wasn't it? I didn't manage to get a video out to you on Monday like I wanted to do, so instead we had our live on Tuesday evening. Absolutely love that live, and congratulations to the winners that have got their winners only patterns. Then on Tuesday morning I attempted a live. Oh, that went a bit, didn't it really? So I'm sorry to say that had to be cut short because of family issues, so family comes first. Right, so I came back again. I attempted another morning live on Wednesday and that went down lovely. So again, congratulations to all the winners. What? Come here. Come up. Come. Oop, look. You just want to be popular, didn't you? There we go. Go and say hello to everyone. Hello. Hello. Right, now can you bug off? Back door's open, all the windows are open. You have food, you have water, and you have a Liam. Go find him. Daft cat. Right, sorry about that. Right, so it was, our live ended up being on Thursday morning, didn't it? So as I said, that was fun, and congratulations to all the winners of the winner only patterns there as well. Right, let me see, what else did I put out? There is a competition and it's called Crochet Knit July 2021. Don't know why I titled it that. It gives you a rough idea of what could be in it though. So if you haven't had a chance to have a nose at that one was published on the 14th. So if you want to have a nose and you want to join in, quick, get over there. That one is running until the end of the month. Then we had our Big and Little Crochet Collection project books. That is a number 7 of 8. So I've only got one more of them left before I run out of things on that day as well. But I'll get there. I'll find something else, won't I? And then of course we had our Throwback Friday on Friday. Whew. Busy week in the end, wasn't it? Right, so I want to address one of the gorgeous comments I had on last week's Whips, Bits and Chat. It was from a beautiful Sylvia. Hopefully I've said your name correctly, darling. You'd said that you are legally blind, so you weren't able to see the colour of the shawl last week, and could I give more colour description when I'm speaking about the shawls and other items that I've made? So I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, I'll try my utmost, because of course I'm a glasses wearer, I can't always, and I know at some point I may end up being like you and I'm going to need that little bit of extra help. So the cake that had been used was a colourway called Genie, and you can get that colourway through the papaya cakes or the Mandela cake if you're in the US or other countries. Okay, and the colourway is exactly the same. It comes from the same manufacturer. Okay, so my cake started off, I've got to find the right end. Okay, my cake started off with a very dark brownish grey. It looks more grey than brownish for the most part. Okay, it then moved in to a lighter grey or a mid grey, then down to a light grey, followed by a bluey grey. It's like a duck egg, but not as bright a duck egg, so like a muddy duck egg. then moves into a white, and then a mint green. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold it up without it falling over and without boiling, because it's boiling today. Yeah, so we'll do it like that. Then it went into this mint green, then it went into a mid green, then it went into a muddy green, then we went through our greys, but it didn't have the blue grey in this stripe, and it just finished off with a very dark grey again, but I'd cut that dark grey out to use as my border colour, so it all matched. Okay, and then of course here was the second cake with a bit of my cutting into. So the second cake of course was the greys going into the whites, then picking up the greens, which was the mint, light mint green, mid mint green. It's actually got 4 greens in it, oh god. So a light mint green, a mid mint green, a dark mint green and a dark muddy green, and then into the greys, and then finally a grey that is like a greyish brown. You could technically say it's close to black, but not black. I hope that helps you there, Sylvia, and I'll try and remember to do it when I talk about the next shawl that I have, that I'll be talking about in a few moments. Right, so now it's time to talk about Dory's latest outfit. So, and this one is called the Deep Mountain Treasures. It is a bandana cowl. Okay, now when I put it in my description, I'll put little brackets in that says brown, grey, yellow, so that you know that that is for this shawl. Okay, now the designer is a Whisper SDI, or better known as Whisper Crochet to me if you've got her on Facebook, and her links to this pattern are in the drop down box, and that will take you through to her Ravelry, where she has this pattern, the pattern I showed you last week, and a few others for you to choose from. Okay, then now this is a paid pattern. And now for this one I used another papaya cake because I'm trying to shift them. I used a 4.5mm hook to give me a bit more drape than what I would normally get if I use my normal 4. The colourway is called Serpent, so you can also get this colourway and not only in the papaya range but also in the Mandela range as well, because they both come out the same factory, as I said earlier. Now though, the papaya cake is a 150 gram of 530 ounces. There is 540 meters or 590 yards per cake. It's a 100% a premium acrylic, which you can wash at 30. You have to lay flat and don't tumble dry or iron. Right, so the way that the colours came out of the cake for me were, we started at the top here, okay, and it started off with a grey, moving into a muddy grey, down into a mid brown, and then into a darker brown. Then it went back to my muddy brown, then into grey. I'm not sure what that colour is. I'm on my dots there, but then it went into a fawn shade of colour at the bottom here. Okay, so hopefully that will help you out. And then once I'd finished the main body, I then worked on the cowl section, and of course the rest of the cake carried on with white and then a yellow. Why put yellow in with these colours? I just don't know. But it went in with the yellow, and then it ended with a yellowy grey up here, and then down into the grey. Okay, so that's the colours there. Right, now let's talk a bit more about the pattern. Now the pattern is a gorgeous repeat. It's really lovely to work out, really easy to make. The only problem with it is got bobble stitch. I hate bobble stitch. But it is really effective on this, so I can understand why Whisper has actually chosen to use the bobble on this pattern. It's really beautiful. It finishes off with a shell style border, And as I said, I absolutely loved this one. This really didn't take that long to knock up for me. It was a couple of evenings. Anything to escape them poppies. Now, as I said, you can get this pattern through Whisper's Ravelry page. The link is in the drop down box down below. Also in the drop down box below is of course the link for Fiberfox Studios Mercedes top, which is the one that looks like butterflies. That is a free pattern and it is a tutorial on YouTube. Now of course, as most of my regulars will know, I record these videos on a Friday, which means that I've got the weekend then to crochet away or do stuff with the family. So as I'm now going to show you how far I've got in the cowl that I'm going to be making and releasing next month. It's not spoiling much, she says, but here we go. Time to get tangled up with all the different balls that are hanging off it, because there are a few but not as many as I have been. Right, so I am just about to do my very last row of video number 2. So happy because from this point on the pattern itself is a lot easier. Now video 1 has got a lot of explanation in it, so has video 2. Video 2 out of the whole pattern is the worst bit. There is a lot of colour changing between blacks and browns because this animal is sitting in a tree. So of course Dopey here decided, oh, let's add in some black as I'm making this picture to give the tree trunk some definition. Don't know why I did it to myself, but I'm also doing it to you as well. Right, so hopefully today the camera will pick up the colours better. I've knocked off the overhead camera today and we've just got natural light coming through the blinds. They're not open, but we've got enough natural light in here so that you're not being blinded with too much white light. Right, so let's lift this up so you can have a nose. As she says, still getting tangled up with lots of different threads. There we go. Alright, so here we go. This is it so far. So yes, my camera's picking up. You can see the differences between the blacks and the browns there for the branch. Right, so give me a second, I'm just going to put this down and then I'll give you a bit more detail on it. Right, so with the pattern as it stands at the moment, I am up to row number 38. Yeah, because video 2 is ending on row 39. It is 87 rows. Okay, now there is a... So with video 1 it's setting up and learning to do the different stitches, or the stitch I should say, to form the box with, and then also with swapping colours and things like that. With video 2 there's a bit more detail on swapping colours, and of course that is the worst video. But when we move on to video 3, that is when we are going to be adding in our corners and carrying up the project. And then video number 4 will be the last load of rows. Video 4 is going to be the best video because that's where you get to cut off all the bits of yarn, like the balls of yarn that you're not going to need to use anymore. I'm trying not to give too much away at the moment. All you know is it's an animal that's in a tree that's grey. So keep guessing, have some fun with it. It's just for poppy points, it's not for poppy prizes. Right, so this week's a little bit lapsed on things for me to talk about that I haven't already addressed during lives. So my poppies, although there was a board up there that said 660, they're not up at 660 yet. I just drew that up yesterday night because I was bored and I thought, yay, I'm going to have another box done soon, and then forgot that today was recording day. Now I've got the fronts done, I've just got to put another 60 together and sew another load of ends in. So, and they won't be declared until next week once they're completed, and that's when that board will come back out and it will probably say 660 and it will be mint. Right, I think that's going to be it really for me today, because I've got a lot more to get on with today. I need to finish off that video, the second video out of the set, and then I've got to get myself packed ready to go, because it's mine and my husband's anniversary weekend this weekend, as well as our mate's 40th, and he's our bestie. So we've all done our COVID tests, and we're all going to meet up at the back of his garden, stick the tent up, have a nice big fat bonfire, and celebrate the evening. So, and that is it for me for today. I will see you all really soon, so if you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody. So, Aaron, happy birthday, you old git. Loves you. And Fartas, husband? Another year married. We would have definitely got less for murder. A lot less.